Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Grow and Clip Bonsai for Seniors. My name's Tom Novak. I'm feeling good. First, my condolences to the royal family for losing a great Queen Elizabeth. Died at 96. Man, she had a good life. God bless her. So today, today is September 8th of 2022. It's 82 degrees Fahrenheit or 28 degrees Celsius. It's Thursday. It's about 7:15 in the evening. We got our updates on plus rust. We got our Adenium, our Crepe Myrtle Victor Red. Some people thought you couldn't transplant them when I did. And my Perisca and one with rust. So before I do anything, this is my Adenium. And this was only planted in 50% perlite and 50% vermiculite. As you can see, it's doing well and it's in full flower. It's even got another one coming out. We can probably take this and use these as a cutting, but right now I want to get the bulb full vigor. And then the Crepe Myrtle Victor Red, they said it couldn't be done. It's done. And it's even flowering. And we did this one on August 4th of 2022. Trimmed it, did the roots, and repotted it. See that? So there we go. So you can still do it. And there's our Perisca aculeata. You can see the trunk forming on it. It's like a windblown situation. But I'm not going to decorate it until I bring it in the house. And this one was done on 2/19 of 2021. And you can see the nice color. It fades to green. It gets the red and then the yellow. So it's a nice little plant to work with. But now we have another one. This Perisca was done on 8/29 of 2020. But you can see all the rust on it. So what are we going to do? So we're going to take our hydrogen peroxide, take our shears. I'm dipping them in peroxide because I don't want this rust to spread anyplace. I'm cutting the leaves off. I know you can't see it, but I got to cut them off into the garbage can. Now, when I went to landscaping school, they gave us a rose to prune. They had rust on it, and we went to another bush, and we cut it, but we didn't sterilize our scissors, and the rust spread to that bush. But the teacher did that to show us, hey, you got to sterilize your shears when doing something that's heavily diseased. So that right now, we got it cut. You can see the trunk on it. I got my shears and peroxide. We're doing that because I learned the hard way. I didn't believe them, and I also did it on the other ones, and sure enough, the rust spread. But what are you going to do? That's the only way you learn. Now, I got my sand with my drainage holes in there. So all I'm going to do is take this. Let's get this out of the way. And we're going to cut it back. Now it's green over here. And I got a node over here. So I'm going to cut it back to here. And then I'm going to go and take all the spines off. You're going to say, Tom, there might be still some rust on the parts where you cut off. Well, I cut them the best I can, as close to the stem as I could. So what are you going to do? I mean, cut them back more so you can see. Then I'm going to sterilize my clippers with the peroxide. And now, here's the brain. So we're going to cut right over here. We're going to see if we can rid any of these. I'm just sticking them in sand. Take another one here. Here's the brain here. So I'm going to cut right above here. And put it in here. And then this one, I'm just going to stick it in the pot. Right there. Now this is just sand. Now you're going to say, Tom, they're going to rot. No, because I'm not going to water them. Right now the sand's going to help them to dry out. The bottoms, and then after a couple of days I can water it. And then we'll see with this outside if it'll grow and back bud, but that's a chance we have to take. I got this in a half shaded space, but I'm going to put it in full sun, and it's still green there, so let's see if it back buds. I don't know, but we're going to give it a shot. So don't be afraid to try it. Look how beautiful these things look. So you can see all the rocks and stuff are missing, but that's what are you going to do with the birds and the squirrels. So that's our little update for today. I got something that came in last week Friday. It's an Australian native, and for the life of me I can't remember the name right now, but that'll be the next video because I have to repot it. It's an Australian bottle tree, native to Australia, and it's not a baobab. This variety has 12 different species in Australia, where the baobab in Australia is only one. So that one is not a baobab. It's called an Australian bottle tree. You guys in Australia can correct me if I'm wrong, but it's something like that. So we're going to see if this back buds. Hopefully it does. It's got a nice trunk developing. They grow like, because of the way the animals are and everything pushes it. What are you going to do? And go for your adeniums. Look how nice. 50-50 mix. You don't have to buy fancy soil. They work great in 50% perlite and 50% vermiculite. So I'm not going to keep you guys going. We're 7 minutes into the video. Grab yourself a good book because today's Thursday. Get yourself a nice hot cup of tea and a good book. And remember, when you got heavy rust, I throw it in the garbage can here. So I get rid of it, and then don't let it spread, because rust diseases like that will spread. If I would have want to cut this or this one, it would have spread. So it's better to be safe than sorry. And what does it take you? Not even a couple of seconds. It's still wet with the peroxide on there, so I'll just wipe it off later with a towel like that, and let it air dry, and it'll be good to go. Same thing with my shears here from Scott Leonard. So give them a shot. Don't be afraid. Have a good night, everybody. It's late. I won't keep you. Cup of tea and a good book, and my deepest condolences to all of you in Queen Elizabeth's family. So we're all praying for her, and I know she was a good woman, and she's in heaven. So you take care, everybody, and have a good night.